and the wildfire emergency in the Southwest tonight.
The past 3 years could end up as the driest in California's history.
For the first time in recorded history, the National Weather Service issuing a flash flood emergency.
Today's IPCC report is an atlas of human suffering and a damning indictment of failed climate leadership.
We're standing at the construction site of the Dakota Access Pipeline. It looks like there are at least 3 bulldozers that are actually bulldozing the land.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Andrew McQuiston, and I am a graphic designer from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The bulldozer is a technology that has reshaped our world. Projects that define the American landscape, such as the Hoover Dam and Golden Gate Bridge, were made possible by its use. And current highway construction that seemingly spans decades, along with expansive site development, assert the machine into our lexicon. The Geological Society of America estimates that humans have modified over 50% of the Earth's surface. Much of this development has been made possible through the unassuming character of the bulldozer. Over the past century, its design, assembled image, and resulting perception have granted a powerful promise of economic and productive potential to manufacturers, developers, and others, the dream of blank slates, and for some, ceremoniously broken ground. But the bulldozer, within the imagination and directly, has made a tremendous impact on the planet. I argue that it has motivated a command over the landscape and positioned the bulldozer as a machine and significant contributor to global warming. And as the development of the autonomous systems for these machines increases, my research questions the interest of manufacturers in propelling technologies that hasten environmental devastation. For me, the bulldozer emerged from the mud of many questions, and central to these were the cultural notions of nature and our relationships with it. I began this year by asking how design mediates the interaction between human society, like those of us here tonight, and those historically excluded or displaced, and non-humans, such as the plants, animals, water, soil, and the climate. My work has been situated within an era of pronounced climate change. Amid intensifying hurricanes, floods, and wildfires, it is framed by an Earth that appears to be pushing back, no longer a surface to mold, but a powerful force itself. And it's this foundation of thinking that led me to the term Earthmoving. Earthmoving describes an industry and class of machinery meant to dig and move large amounts of dirt. In a family of machinery that includes haul trucks, scrapers, drag lines, excavators, the bulldozer is the primary cultural representative of an industry coated in yellow paint. The word earthmoving alone is profound. It implies that the earth, the soil itself, and the planet as a whole has the capacity to be transformed into something else, like a mining operation, strip mall, golf course, or even an entire city. Living within the vernacular of bulldoze, cut, push, and rip, the bulldozer reveals cultural predispositions. It is the coalescence of a linguistic and semiotic framework I established to explore the ability of words to spark ideological frames. I found the color, brand marketing, history, and symbolism surrounding the machine all work as layers in a complex system of relationships. There is irresistible magic in the bulldozer, an instinctive connection to the ground. I have fond childhood memories of playing in the dirt with construction toys, imagining and shaping my very own miniature world. Children's books, Lego sets, and even amusement parks like Diggerland, USA, contribute to a narrative of the bulldozer as a friendly toy meets tool. One contractor I spoke with proudly owns a collection of vintage construction equipment that includes over 150 pieces of machinery that he caringly restores. But the journalists and environmentalists I interviewed hold a less glowing view of this ubiquitous machine, some characterizing it as a symbol of anti-nature, and others as extremely destructive to the planet. It's even portrayed as a villain by the conservationist organization World Wildlife Fund, where it's shown bulldozing trees, its tracks heard rotating, knocking, and crushing. The bulldozer plays the role of both creator and destroyer. It prepares the ground for the new, but in doing so, it erases the old. History, cultures, and whole ecologies are disregarded and lost. It can be contextualized as a symbol of development and progress and growth, or loss, wreckage, and violence. Caterpillar is the largest construction and mining equipment manufacturer in the world. In their branding, I saw a contradiction between Earthmoving and the company's small, unthreatening namesake. The metamorphosis of their logo from this to this reflects this tension. Today, dressed in a corporate Helvetica cadence font, this visual shift projects an intended use, no longer communicating an amicable relationship with the soil, but a transactional one that claims, digs, and exchanges resources and land. The triangle obscuring the A alone recalls a mountain of recently dug dirt, a sardonic gesture for a machine capable of moving mountains. Golden yellow and pointing upward, it's suggestive of rising stock market value. Toiling across a variety of applications and ranging in size, the Caterpillar D11 bulldozer is the largest. Weighing 250,000 pounds, it's nearly the same weight as the largest mammal on Earth, an adult blue whale. Designed for large-scale surface mining, their high-drive track systems and steel bodies contain a powerful 850 horsepower diesel engine and have the strength to carry blades roughly the size of a school bus. In a video posted by Caterpillar Mining of the D11, titled "Making the Best Better," the machine's undulating tracks glide over rock, pushing boulders that could flatten a car, as bold text highlights innovation and productivity. Affixed with hydraulic arms, exposed gears, and metal tracks, large lights, control receivers, and steel bars that allude to an exoskeleton, the scale and features of the D11 make it visually jarring. But the video also promotes an unexpected feature: the semi-autonomous software. MindStar Solutions, Caterpillar's name for a range of technology products that includes autonomous systems, assists in everything from gold to iron ore to the mining of lithium used in Tesla batteries to coal. The ability for this mammoth to be operated remotely, like a child's toy monster truck, is equally fascinating and disturbing. Automation amplifies the detachment of space, place, and scale. It resembles a military drone flying over the Middle East, controlled by an operator in Nevada, the humanity of its target abstracted from potential connections, relationships, and physicality, complexities outside of the frame withheld. When added to a bulldozer, how would this technology affect relationships with local communities, surrounding ecosystems, and environments? And how would it impact the climate? Despite notions that the world is moving away from fossil fuels like coal, a recent article in The Economist explains that in the last year, more electricity was generated by the fuel than ever before. In March, Russia's invasion of Ukraine triggered coal prices to hit an all-time high. The Caterpillar encourages a continuation of this dirty fuel bondage amid an eruptive climate. In Caterpillar's Viewpoints magazine, the company describes its partnership with Wyoming's Black Thunder coal mine as united in a common goal: productivity and profitability. Here, at the second most productive coal mine in the United States, the semi-autonomous D11 bulldozer goes to work. In 2020, Black Thunder alone provided nearly 10% of the nation's coal supply, producing up to 4 tons of coal per second. According to Caterpillar, semi-autonomous D11 bulldozers at Black Thunder have moved 23 million cubic yards of material since being introduced in 2011, nearly the amount of dirt it would take to cover Manhattan. In examples like this, landscapes and resources surrounding entire communities and ecosystems are reoriented, and the industry achieves its name in the most literal sense: moving earth. Sheathed in an aura of cutting-edge brand rhetoric and reductive honorifics, MindStar sells the cutting blade of the bulldozer for the fully autonomous mine. It encourages a fallacy: that we can continue burning fossil fuels without injury, that smart technology will solve our problems. And while autonomous equipment does provide safety benefits to a hazardous industry, brand marketing emphasizes the more motivating factors of productivity and efficiency. When I interviewed Fernando Delgado, a PhD student in the Department of Information Sciences at Cornell University, he remarked, "Sometimes efficiency is just scorched earth efficiency. Automation resembles the empowering feeling of quickly traveling the globe by Google Earth. But this technology only offers a grainy abstraction of a living, breathing landscape. Designed to scale, automation presents a tension between desires for growth and precision against dynamic integrated relationships. Scalability, dependent on predictability and stabilization, conflict with the ordinary features of nature, diverse and full of unexpected factors. Algorithms do not see ecosystems as a human eye would. AI simply reads pixels and searches for statistical correlations. Tiny glitches, as slight as a single character of code, can cause extreme errors. The military drone program, heavily reliant on AI, has notoriously struggled with unpredictability and precision. It's difficult to imagine that algorithmic earthmoving would be any more reliable. Scaled to enormity and loaded with the analytical smarts to measure moved material in real time, the D11 Bulldozer inspires a video game-like degree of digging, motivating increased yield through high scores. The trembling sensation of the ground, the sound of lumbering tracks, and the smell of dirt and exhaust are conveniently removed from the operator's experience, who instead enjoys the comfort of an arcade-like remote station. Full autonomy reduces territory to an investment opportunity, a process that irreversibly harms workers, local communities, and ecosystems for limited and temporary gains. When I spoke with Tom Wessels, a terrestrial ecologist in the Department of Environmental Studies at Antioch University, he equated the bulldozer to a landslide, capable of decimating whole ecosystems in one swoop. Describing the machine as a powerful disturbance agent, he told me, it comes into an ecosystem, basically removing the ecosystem in the process. The bulldozer, entangled in webs of infrastructure, technology, energy, and ecologies, cuts into the soil in a disruptive confrontation with the earth. But the autonomous bulldozer will cut deeper, as it takes the position of a god, remapping the landscape grid by grid, pixel by pixel, ultimately at the scale of the planet. Climate change has influenced a loss of common orientation, and we will continue to do so into the future. And through the breadth of this research, I believe it is crucial to interrogate the tools facilitating this, including the visual landscape that shrouds design and the media mechanisms that influence cultural perception, allowing authoritative technologies to become commonplace and unseen. In the words of French philosopher and anthropologist Bruno Latour, we have to come down to earth, we have to land somewhere. Thank you.